Well, today's work is we're going to try and get you really organised and sorted with the finance, and hopefully you may get a chance to go away on your hollybobs this year. And if you do go on the hollybobs this year, it's something that you might want to do. So we've gone to Drive, and we're going to go to New, and we're going to do Sheets, and we're going to do a packing list, and we're going to do things that we might need to get, and we'll tick things off and we'll work out how many we need and what we got to do. So I'm going to start off with totals. So I'm going to put the price in here. I'm going to put in this one here. So I'm going to put cost, and I'm going to put equals on the line underneath it, sum. I'm going to open the bracket, I press the down key, and it's going to add all of these things up. Alright, so at the moment it says nothing, but I want that to be pounds, so I'll make sure I've pressed it, and that's A2, and I press the pound sign, and bingo, that's the pound sign up there. I want to make that special because that's the one that's going to be added up, so I'm going to make it bold, and I think I'll make it with the colour behind it. Let's put this sort of faded yellow in here. Alright, now I'm going to put other costs on this line as well. So I'm going to highlight, I'm going to press the A and highlight the whole column, and I'm going to press the little pound sign there, and every time it's got a number on there it will come up. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to write cost each just here, and here I'm going to put quantity, and here I'm going to put item, and I'm going to make this quite big, and I'm going to put a check on just here. I'm going to press and highlight it all, and I'm going to press bold because I want, these are my items and I want them to come up in here and show really big. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to work out my way down here. I'm going to leave myself a little space, so I'm going to do that up in here like that, and I'm going to write a word in here, and this is going to be close. Alright, so shorts. How many shorts am I going to need to pack? Well, I'm going to pack 3 pairs of shorts, but I don't need to buy any, so I can just put it down 0 in here, because 0 times 3 is going to give us 0. But this one in here, this is a cost one as well, so I'm going to press B on here, and I'm going to put a pound sign in here, and what I'm going to put over here is equals that one and a star, which is shift and 8, and then use my arrows to do quantity. So 0 times 3 is 0. So because I've already got my shorts, it's not going to be a problem. T-shirts. Okay, I'm going to take 5 t-shirts, and I've got 5 t-shirts, so I'm okay. But why didn't this come down here? Well, because I need to copy it down, so I'm going to press Control and C. I hold Shift down and press down, and I'm just going to come down there quite a long way and then press Enter. I didn't copy it, did I? Control C, down one, Shift down there, and Control and V, and that will paste it down on here. Alright, so let's say that I want to buy some beach shoes. Okay, and I have 1 pair of beach shoes, and they cost £5, and here we go. So our £5 has come into here, and it's come onto here, so that's my total, what's going on in here. So what else might I need to buy for the beach, or what I need to pack? It might have to pack towels. Good if I could spell. Was that right? Doesn't look right. Is it EL? That's better, I think. So towels. I'm going to take 2 towels. Okay, I'm going to take them from the bathroom. It's not going to cost me anything. Alright, and I can keep going down like this. And so we can put a various number of clothes in. So I'd like you to do the same and put some clothes in. And then we're going to come over here and see we've got a little subtitle here called clothes. Leave a space after the last one of your clothes. Do a few more than the 4. And over here, I'm going to write entertainment. Okay, so I'm going to press delete. So it's not going to pick that out. Okay. So we've got a big journey down there. I'm going to drive in the car, and I think my phone and my battery probably won't last the whole journey, so I'm going to get a battery pack that I can use on the beach, and I want one of those, and it's going to cost me £9.95. Okay, that's good. What else might I need to buy down there? I might check that I've got some data. Alright, and I might do one lot of £10 data top up. So have a think of a few things that you might need on there. Leave a space. Delete. Alright, and I'm going to put in here snakes. I want snacks, not snakes. Snakes won't be very good to eat. One of the things that we do is get some Capri Suns and put them in the freezer. I want 1 pack, and I think they're let's call them £3.65. Alright, so we're going to get a pack of Capri Suns. I quite like a sweet on the way down, and I'm a bit like Dumbledore, and I like sherbet lemons. Okay, and I've seen them, they're 99p for a pack. Oh, 900 quid, don't want that. 0.99. That's better. That'd have been expensive, wouldn't it? And so what I want you to do on here is I want you to go through and I want you to find some items here, work out a table, and work out as genuinely as you can things that you might want to pack. Let's say that you're going on a beach holiday, things that you might need to pack, and hopefully it's sunny, hopefully it's beachy, things that you might want to do. Because over here, I'm going to highlight these 4 items over here, and I'm going to insert a tick box. Okay, and some of these you might want 2 tick boxes, one to say that you bought it and one that you packed it, because that would be really handy when you're going through your list. And insert tick box, etc, etc, as you're going down. Insert tick box. What we need to do is, when you've got a few items on here, we need to get it ready for printing. So I'm going to press print, and I don't want to print yet, but I want to see now. Can you see this page is landscape? It is wider than it is tall. So over here from landscape we change to portrait. Alright, and here is my page now, and that's not too bad. Hopefully you're going to have more things in here as well. I'll just press down and it's just changed it backwards and forwards. But I've got a decent size of width, but these titles aren't great. Alright, so I'm going to press cancel. I'm not going to print. And I'm going to insert, so I'm going to press on 1, insert 1 row above. I'm going to highlight from this column to this column, and I'm going to do something called merge. So I'm going to right click, and I'm going to find merge. Where's it gone? I've hidden it. I broke it. Have I broke it? Or have I missed it? Am I being silly? Where's it gone? Oh, there it is, up there. Merge. And what happens is these 5 individual cells have been converted into 1. And so what I can do here, Mr. Smith's holiday checklist. Alright, I want that bigger because I want it as a nice clear title on here, and I want it centered on here. Alright, and then we've got those bits and pieces coming down here. But look at this cost. This is over on the right and this is over on the left. So I'm going to take that cell here and I can do the same thing with the cell that's next to it, and I'm going to change it around so it lines up on the right hand side. Looking at quantity here and quantity over, this is all mixed up on here. So I'm going to take the whole of that column and I'm going to press it so the whole of the column is done, and I'm now going to change this to central and see how these work out better in here. I quite like that clothes is over there because it shows what we got on here. I think that quantity one can be a little bit tighter in. It doesn't need to be quite that big. And there we go. I'm going to put a box around clothes like that, and I'm going to put a border. So press on borders, and I've got to press there all borders, and that will come in there like that. Close is now my title for that blocks, so I'm going to make that bold. And what I could have done as well is highlighted all of that blocks and made it a colour. Now when you're doing colours for things like this, you really want to use this line here, which is the light red, the light colours, alright, because otherwise it becomes too dark for you to read, so, or write on, which is more importantly. So I'm going to do the same for that one. I'm going to put the borders on and the borders on here, and instead of using red, let's use yellow, and that's looking smart now. Snacks, that might be quite a long list for me. Borders on here, and let's go light green with that one, and let's go and have a look now and see what that looks like on our print preview. So here's a print preview. Now that's starting to look like a good form, something that we could do. So what I want you to do on here is I want you to work this out. I want you to be going backwards and forwards. I want you to be merging cells. I want you to be using colour. I want you to get a total cost up in here. I want you to get a really smart form. I want you to try to checklist. Oh look, the checklist isn't straight in line. We'll have to sort that out. And I want you to really be finicky. I want you to really go through this and think, do you know what, that's not quite right, and I want you to go through and find things that make it perfect. So I just spotted down here as well my entertainment thing down here, because clothes is bold there, entertainment needs to be bold, and so does snacks. I want you to think of other things that you might want to have to do as a checklist, and if you want a really good one, you could perhaps do a pre-holiday checklist of things that you have to do. Make sure that you got somebody covered for the rabbit, make sure you got sunscreen, all that sort of stuff's got to go in there, and work it out. I don't want you spending more than an hour, but I want you to spend 30-40 minutes getting enough information on there, and then spending a good half an hour producing a really high quality document that will print out. Okay, so when you've done that, obviously go over to share and share that with me, so I can tick you off and see what you've done. Okay, enjoy.